Alright, so I've had my first session here in Borneo with Master Sim. He is the instructor slash master of Stephen Tiong, who is in Adelaide, Australia. So it's quite neat that I've had both the treatment and teaching from Stephen, and now I'm going to spend 2 weeks here in Borneo, again getting teaching and treatment from Master Sim. So there, surprisingly, there are some new things and technologies that he's using in his treatment, and there is some big differences. One, there's differences in me since I've been treating myself. My wife and I have been using the Korean um, uh, technology. I'm just going to call it technology, although it's wood or so forth. There is a way that you create things and you evolve with those things to make them better, and I see that as a type of technology. It doesn't have to be circuitry and so forth. So we've been doing that with different types of bamboo, figuring out what's good, what's bad, and since coming here to Borneo, just in the first session, he's already done that over a period of over a decade or more, and he has those tools created. So instead of reinventing the wheel, I'm going to just purchase what he has. So simple. So there's a difference there. He's got new technology. The difference with me is with that treatment my wife's been doing on me, or I've been doing on myself, my body has become much stronger. So when I originally got the treatment, it hurt more, and now it doesn't. I spent the whole hour and a half just chatting and cracking jokes as the treatment was going on. There was nothing there that was painful, or what I would call painful. Maybe other people might. And so that comes down to, as I said, there's a different conditioning I have of my body now, and also the way Sim does this treatment is far easier than what was done by Stephen Tiong in Adelaide. Stephen would take the area and repeatedly beat it, say somewhere between 30 strikes, and then give you a breather. So you get a breather, and then you go back, and you didn't really want him to go back, but you had to get it out. Whilst this method, as soon as he starts, I didn't need him to take a breather, or you don't just continue on. From the videos I've seen on the website, which I'll put some links and things below, other people, they do appear that they're in pain at times. So I think it's a bit of both, right? It's a bit of both. What else to say? There is many discussions that him and I had during that hour and a half. Things I've learned, things that he already knows, but needs, say, would like the diagrams of such and such, and I've found those diagrams and have them, so I'll send them over. So there's this great sharing of information, sharing of knowledge, and a promotion of this art. The other part is I don't particularly have an interest, so to speak, in this being my profession, whilst it's already Sim's profession. So these videos are really about informing you, and also publicizing what he's doing, that the treatment is highly beneficial. So to get to that point, today was only session 1, and I was going to do a session every second day. Now, to recall, previously this felt like getting a tattoo, right? Just kind of a bit painful, especially on the yin, or the inside areas of your body. There's more nerves, and they're less exposed to the outside yang areas. But what I found through today's treatment, it was just a walk in the park. Truly, it was a piece of cake. So I'm going to do it every day. Just knock it over, and then go about the rest of my business. Actually, when I finish, I'll come back and just do some work. I can work remotely from the office. So that works out really neatly. And I should be able to get more treatments in. So what are these treatments? All right. We'll get some videos, or there's already videos online, so I might point to those, or we might even get some treatments sessions of me doing those. One thing is this weekend he was talking about some charity work he's doing with the local tribes people, and I said, look, if you need any help, let me know. And he said, well, sure, why don't you come on down? I didn't realize he was going down to do treatment on them. See, they do farming, and they grow older, and through this, you're carrying big logs and things on your back, or you're plowing through stuff, so your knees are going to be very sore, your back's going to be sore, lower back and shoulders. So he goes there and does the treatments for free, as acts of kindness, which is really neat. And so when I offered to say, look, I'm happy to help, I kind of meant like, I don't know, handing out food. I wasn't really thinking what it would be, but I'd be. He knows that I've been taught this already, and he can see that through the photos I have the work that my wife and I can do. So I'll be treating the local villagers as well, which is kind of interesting, And I'll have him next to me, helping me do the diagnosis the way he does diagnosis, and then the way that he uses the tool set, which is different from the way I do it. So it's very interesting, and I would really love to work on and perfect his way, because I have to say that the way that I've gone through over the last year has not been an easy path. It's been very difficult. It's been very hard on my body. So you'd only really do it if you were in pain, right? And why else would you do it? I mean, because if we have a look, so basically there's a stick that is used, and that is repeatedly tapped on the body, which causes an energy inside the body and heat to go into the body. That would then take the solidified structure that is the toxin and dissolve it into a liquid. And through that liquid form, it can then permeate through the fascial, muscular, off the tendon, and through those layers where it becomes a bruise, and then the blood flow can take it away. Prior to that, the blood flow doesn't really get in or take it away, so it causes a blockage, which results in chronic pain. So your body's then telling you, I'm in pain, release the blockage. All right? And you can see that with the doctors will tell you, you're getting old. It's just what happens when you get old. Can't be done. Nothing can be done about it. Nonsense. Yes, it is a fact of getting old if you have eaten the wrong foods. You've been putting the wrong things in your mouth. You've been eating lots of meats. You've been drinking lots of alcohol. Or simply, you might say, oh, well, I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I don't eat that much meat. I eat some in this. Then sure enough, it will accrue. Right? So yes, that part. But the next part, there's nothing to be done. Nonsense. This treatment is something that can be done. So let's have a look. I had my shoulder, I won't show my back, but I had my arm done, so let's have a look at the worst part. It's not that bad either. Everything's back to front, sorry. Okay, so you can see here, there's a spot there. You notice that the bruising itself is not a dark bruise. It's already changed color. This morning it was a deep purple. So bruises, if they're a deep purple, they stay like that for a couple of days and then start dissolving and breaking down. But here we see that it was, I'll get another photo of when it first happens, but it was deep purple, and now it's in the afternoon, and it's a different color, you see? So it's already breaking down. The blood flow is taking these toxins away into the body. Now he also worked up the arm, so if I go like this, we should see some pockets there up the arm. There we go. So that it's already changing color. This is significantly different. Even if I come up, you can see a part just there. Little, see? Little. nothing at all, really. I think it's... if I might place some other photos up, and you look at what my bicep, tricep looked like the first time I had this treatment, it is black. It is all purple, deep purple across. So the first time it was done, toxins everywhere, right? And then the second time was like just a few of them, a moderate amount. And now you can see, well, he's only done one part. He hasn't done the bicep side. He's just done up here through the tricep and around the forearm this side. There's really not that much here. There's just a few parts that were missed. And missed in the sense that the layers. Okay, so you kind of take off this layer, which has a whole bulk of it, and then you get to the next layer and there's less. You take that layer off, and then there's just sort of bits and pieces. So it's not like the person who treated it missed the mark or anything. It's more that it takes multiple levels to get it all out. And that can range from doing hitting, or slapping, you can call it slapping, hitting, and then going on to gua sha, and then massage and stretching, and you're out. Great. Or it could be, well, look, you got the hitting, and you need another session, and you need another session. Yeah, we're good now. Let's move on to the gua sha, stretching, and so forth. But here's the important part. If you do the gua sha, or needling, or massage, and any good masseuse will know this. They'll say to you, or may not say to you, but they'll know when they're massaging you, oh, there's something there. We've got to try and get it out, and they never can, even if you keep coming back. All right. So the important note is, from Western medicine, they're wrong. There is something that can be done. All right. And from the masseuse's perspective, they know there's something there. They can feel it, even though X-rays won't pick up on this, because X-rays only look at bones. And then if you look at, say, like MRI scans and other scans, it doesn't see these toxins. It doesn't see them. That's why Western medicine says, oh, nothing can be done, mate. Sorry. Take some painkillers. I'll give you a cortisone injection or something. But the masseuse or physiotherapist might, if they're good with it, they're tactile, they can feel it, they're proprioceptive, they've got soft hands, or they can feel energy. They might be able to know, oh, there's something there. But they can't flush it through. So it is a prerequisite. It's mandated that the only way to get rid of it, and for you to actually move into the healing, is to have this treatment. There is nothing else that I'm aware of. Someone might come along and say, he said they're wrong, but now he's wrong. But as far as I'm aware, and through the treatments I've done, and that would be through acupuncture, massage, GPs, physiotherapy, osteopathy, chiropractic, and nutrition and herbs. It's quite a lot. It may not be the whole gamut. And Qigong, through the Qigong training I do, it's not touching on those toxins. It's not penetrating to them. This is the only thing that I have noticed that does. So these videos will also provide more information, simply because just to see the treatment, you may think it's ludicrous, or it's a form of quackery. There it is, quackery. Great term invented. I like that. So stay tuned, and I'll be providing more information.